make a quick demonstration of how the macro will work. So you open Excel, go to your macro, which will assign for you. Kind of does its thing, and then it should pop up and ask you the section name. So I'm just going to use the same section name as I've got over here, so I can import it into that same section. And then it'll ask you what cost center name. So these will be your minimized cost centers once we get all those sorted. I've just put workshop there because it's one of my cost centers, just so it can import properly into my database as a test. Just choose that. It says the task is now complete. Closes the workbook. Okay. Now we go to Simpro and we go import. We go quotes, quotes, parts, import. Sorry, you need to get out of the quote. You can't have it open. So then we go to the existing quote, find the quote number, name, standard, header record, put parts, a catalogue. We can leave that as is. So we choose the file. So the macro saves the workbook as xlp import quote.csv. I can name that whatever you want if you don't like the naming of that, but it'll just overwrite that every time. So I think that's should be okay. And then we just make sure that all these are correct. And if you don't change anything, you shouldn't need to change any of that. Import parts. Now items added 3. It does say there's 3 errors in file, so I can explain a little bit more about that later. It generally doesn't mean that there's any errors. It might mean that the column that the price is in is not formatted correctly, as in currency or accounting, or it might be text. So there's different reasons why that can come up there. But let's go in and we'll open the quote. Oops, there's the quote here. And then we go cost centers. So what it does do is it does create another cost center. So that's the only thing. This was the original one that we had in here. So it created that when I created the job. So all we do is delete that one. Or if you've got data in this first cost center, you can just merge this second one. So you just tick here and you just go merge and merge it into that cost center. But for now, we'll just delete this one. There's nothing in it. And then, yep, there we go. So there's all your parts, prices. Those prices, my database has markup of 25%. So whatever your database will have, it will use that markup and have that sell price set for what your database is. So that's it. Pretty easy.